limitless. Today, I'm limitless. I'm limitless. That sounds like a really bold statement. I'm limitless. Nothing on earth can limit me. Nothing. I'm not limited to success. I'm not limited to failure. I'm not limited to moving forward. I'm not limited to moving backwards. I'm not limited to moving to the right, nor am I limited to moving to the left. I'm limitless. It's a mindset. It's a privilege. It's a blessing. It's grace. It's grace. I'm so thankful to be surrounded by good people. I'm so thankful to be thankful. I'm so thankful to be able to be thankful. It's limitless. I'm not surrounded by vampires. I'm limitless. I won't take part. I will not participate in any type of demonic, dark, unfavorable, blessing blocking. I won't participate in it. I've made my mistakes. I've made my mistakes far before anybody here knew me. I made my mistakes far beyond before I got into a truck. I made my mistakes after I got into a truck. I made my mistakes far before YouTube. I'm not limited to making mistakes. I grow on my mistakes. I step up. There's a trifecta involved. It's mental, spiritual, and physical. I know today that first must come my spiritual and then come my physical, because my physical is my temple, and my temple houses the spiritual, and my mental will fall into line. I'm limitless. It's a beautiful journey. I don't need to lift a finger. I don't need to lift a hand. I don't need to move a muscle. As long as I stay the course, I'm protected. And if it won't die, it'll be destroyed, and not by me. People love attacking people. People love attacking people. You can attack me. You can continue to attack me. I'm not afraid of that. And even if I was on the other side of fear, on the other side of terror, lies bliss. On the other side of terror, fear is fake. On the other side of terror lies bliss. That's where I'm headed. I don't even have to stick my hand out to take anybody with me, because the people that's on the same road are already walking with me, beside me, not with me as a leader. No vampires. I'm not even gonna waste time pointing a finger. It takes more energy to point the finger at somebody than it does to lift my weights or do my push-ups. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? It takes more energy to point the finger at somebody than it does to exercise. I hope that's not going over anybody's head. And if it does go over anybody's head now or in the replay, you're probably the person pointing the finger. I won't do it. You know, point the finger, there's 4 pointing back at you, right? My life is not peaches and cream. So where do I have the time and the energy to spend pointing the finger and worrying about anybody else's? I was told by a good friend, if I spend 1 minute worried about you, that's one less minute that I've spent on myself moving forward. The sum of its parts is greater than its whole. And yes, I am regurgitating it. Yes, I am. I definitely am. I am just a part. I am a part of this body of work that I am part of. And that body of work, the people, the actions, is greater than its whole. I have hit my knees more in the past 3 months than I have in my entire life, and I ain't ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Are there things that weigh heavy on my heart during the day, during the night? Hell, I got 2 hours of sleep last night because my mind was so heavy. My heart was so heavy. And you know what? I got 2 hours and I woke up and I attacked the day like I was supposed to. The first thing I did when I woke up is I gave thanks that my toes was moving, that I could take a breath, that I could make a shake in my truck to fill my stomach with fruits and vegetables and oatmeal and attack the day like I wasn't even tired. And here I am, limitless. I'm working for him. I'm limitless. As far as I can see. Far as I can see. You can't break my spirit. I haven't done a live feed because I'm not too sure that people will understand what they see, what they hear, what I say, and where I'm at. They're not gonna understand it. And most people that don't understand it are pointing the finger, are critical, are haters. Some people just sincerely don't understand. And I've been reluctant to get on here and say anything because there was a fear that they wouldn't. But I have to tell myself that this is my journey. Either you're with me or you're not. I'm on it. I'm on it. You live what you learn what you live. I've learned from people, I've learned from my experiences, I've learned from facing adversity. Oh, and decisions. I'm gonna have to make decisions. What else is new? What else is new? I've been making decisions my whole life. Have they been right all the time? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not limited to not making mistakes. I'm not limited to making mistakes. No, they haven't been right all the time. Limitless. All of y'all are limitless. Everybody is limitless. If you're in this live feed today, you're limitless. Know it. Go to sleep with it, wake up with it, understand that nobody can hold you back from what you want to do. Hopefully what you want to do is better yourself as a human being, better the people around you, not bring people down, not defile yourself. You're limitless. Anybody that rides with me, you're limitless. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. And when you start limiting yourself, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. Choice is crazy. Now he got hashtag put God first. All of a sudden. No, it's not all of a sudden. It's just that I have been overcoming some fears of my own that I ain't scared to talk about. Never have been. Never have been. Oh yeah, I'm on a journey. I'm gonna stay on it. It can't be a routine. It gotta be a lifestyle. It gotta be a lifestyle. You're gonna put me in the ground and write on my tombstone, limitless. Limitless. I will get on here and share with y'all what I need to share when it's time to share it. There are things that I have feared doing and putting out there. Not because of, oh, how will they look at me? But more or less, will they understand it? Because if, man, it might sound like a bunch of rambling on. Limitless. Y'all all are limitless. Be the head, not the tail. Be the head, not the tail. Keep looking forward. Take a glance back once in a while. Keep looking forward. Keep your head up. And keep your head down when it's supposed to be down. Stay humble. Know nothing. They say the wise man is a man who knows he knows nothing at all. All these people are so filled with information. They're an authority of what? Not of me. Limitless. Woo! Are you gonna go live? Nah, you're not gonna go live. Are you gonna go live? Nah, you're not gonna go live. I'm back and forth with myself. Because I got so much to say and don't know how to say it. I'm not the best at it. I don't have all the I don't know. I don't have the flair. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. Limitless. Maybe there's somebody that I can inspire, that I can motivate to be limitless. To reach for the stars. You aim low, you sit low, and that goes for everything you do, even with people. I'm not gonna surround myself around people with very little integrity, with very little consistency, with that take very little action. Because if I aim low, I'm gonna sit low. Chickens feed off the ground and eagles soar high. Eagles take their prey up to the sky and eat it in the air. Are you an eagle or are you a chicken? Are you an eagle or are you a chicken? I'm not looking at anybody else and asking them what they're doing to build somebody up. I'm not looking at anybody else and asking them what they're doing to inspire and motivate. I'm looking at myself every day and asking myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? How can I do it? When can I do it? How should I do it? I'm asking myself. If I can sit here and quote unquote preach to anybody else, I need to be able to preach to myself first and foremost. Limitless, man. Be limitless. You heard? Be limitless. You all have a purpose. Own it. Own it. Figure out what your strengths are and own them. And if you're using your strength to take away the strength from somebody else, you might be on the wrong path. I could be wrong. Maybe that's your purpose. Maybe it's your purpose to take people down. Maybe it's your purpose to hurt people, their families, steal people's jobs, steal people's energy. Maybe that's your purpose. Fortunately for me, I know that me and you do not belong in the same space. For no reason other than that's not my purpose. Not because you're this and you're that. Like I said, I'm not pointing any finger. No other reason than that's not my purpose. It's clear cut. Let your yeses be yeses. Let your no's be no's. I can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I can't do it. It doesn't work out for me. It doesn't complement my character. It's not who I am. So when I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I am actually destroying my character. I'm doing myself an injustice. I'm working against myself. Now that's the worst battle you can fight. Man, I'm grateful for my life, Bo. I'm not only grateful because they build me up, they keep me afloat, but I'm grateful that I can bounce my thoughts and ideas off of them, that I can build with them, that I can speak to them freely, and they can dissect what I say and tell me if I'm moving in the wrong direction or if I'm moving in the right direction, or if I have an understanding, if I don't have an understanding, hell, if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And they can tell me honestly without judgment. And I can take it honestly without judgment. Grateful. Limitless. Limitless. Hard to stay sucker free in the land of lollipops. I always have something to say, I just don't know how to communicate it. But I'm learning. I'm teaching myself. I'm working on myself. I'm doing it every day. And I know that trifecta needs to be in line. It can't be, and that's what I mean by the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I can't have the mental, spiritual, and I can't have the spiritual and the physical, but not have the mental. I can't have the mental and the spiritual, but not have the physical. I have to have all three in line. That's me. That's me. And I can't do that delving and playing in the sandbox with all the frivolous, numbskull, idiot bullshit that transpires. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. I like to sit back and watch things that are funny. I'm not always serious. Today, speaking of today, I was talking with a friend and he said to me, I know now. We were talking about something that happened to him and he said, now, hear me when I say this. He said, I know now. And I wasn't correcting him. And when I said what I said, it almost came across that way and I had to let him know, no, I just thought about what you said to me and it made me realize what I need to do. I can't look back and say that I know now. Because when I say I know now, there's a notion of complacency in the statement I know now. Meaning I know now, as if it's never going to happen again. As if I've done a complete transformation and reformation of who I am. No, I don't know now, but today I know. Today I know. Today I understand. The reason I need to tell myself today is this is how I feel. Today I can see it. Today I understand it. Is to remind myself that I can always return back to that person that I don't want to be, that person that made the mistake, that person that said something wrong, that person that offended somebody, hurt somebody, that tripped up, that wasn't consistent, that dropped his guard, that showed less integrity than he truly is made of. I can easily return to that person if I tell myself today it's a reminder that I can always, today I might be him, tomorrow I could move backwards, a whole bunch of backwards thinking. So no, I don't know now. Oh, I know now. No. But I know today, I cannot get complacent. Say less. Actions, right? I've been hearing this theme for the last year. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. It's so true, right? Say less, do more. Let your results speak for you. Let my results speak for me. You see me now? When you see me 3 months down the road, I want you to see a better choice mass. Whoever it is, friends, family, foes, I want you to see a better choice mass. Makes me think of the phrase blessing or a curse. So I'm sharing things that have been spoken about to me and things that I've spoken about to people. My lifeboat, I'm gonna continue to call it that. My man says to me, he steals shit. My man said, I steal shit. And no, I ain't talking about going into Walmart and walking out with a battery in his hoodie. I ain't talking about going into the bank and walking out with no money, steal shit. When something has power, when something has substance, he takes it. He takes it for himself and he makes it part of his walk. The people you meet is a blessing or a... Can anybody finish that for me? The people you meet is a blessing or a... There it is. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. A blessing or a lesson. There's no curses when you're limitless. I can't be cursed. I cannot be cursed. I'm protected. When I was younger, I was not brought up in the church. I was never went to church. The only time I went to church was when I went to spend the night at my man's crib, and his mom said the only way you can spend the night is if y'all going to church on Sunday. And we went in and we sat upstairs in the balcony and we laughed and we ain't paid not a single bit of attention to the sermon, to the reverend, nothing in the Baptist church. Nothing. Always been spiritual. My grandmother used to tell me, because I used to tap into these things that you're not supposed to tap into as a child, and you're not supposed to tap into as a kid or a young man. Things that were outside of, how do you say it? The normal realm of thinking that I was surrounded by in that time and day. And my grandmother would always say, you don't got to worry about that. My grandmother taught me about spirit. She had a cup that she put behind the door, and it was filled with water. No, it has nothing to do with money. What it did is it trapped any evil spirits that would come into the house. And I didn't believe in that cup till I saw it bubble up one day. One Christmas, my uncle came in drunk, and he brought a friend. He brought a friend in, and I seen that damn water bubble up for the first time in my whole entire life, and was so amazed and was so sure that it was real. In no less than 2 or 3 minutes, that dude left the house. I don't even remember why, but I remember he left the house, and I remember remembering that because it was so significant. It was so significant in me growing up, seeing that cup bubble and not knowing who that guy was, and seeing my drunk uncle and his drunk friend walk in and he have to leave. And I say all that to say, you can't be cursed when you're limitless. When you believe, you cannot be cursed. You will not be cursed. She told me, you're protected. You're protected. I never heard my grandmother talk about God, but she always told me, you got good spirits around you. Bad spirits cannot attack you. And she telling me this, I'm like 9 years old. A blessing or a lesson, no curses. So when you're moving through your day, remember that. Remember that. If you're walking the walk, if you are limitless, no curses, just lessons. Lessons. That's what we do. Blessing or a lesson. It's a lot of blessing blockers out there. A lot of them. Front line. They're trying to get in the middle of it. They got their pads on, the helmet. Blessing blockers. Can't do it. You know why? Because if the blessing is made for you, it's going to make its way around whatever is in the way and get to you. That's what I believe today. That's not what I know now. That's what I believe today. Blessing blockers. It will make its way around whatever is in the way and is going to get to me. Stay fresh. Stay fresh. People like, oh, we used to say fresh back in the day in New York. I don't know what y'all used to say. He got the fresh sneakers on. You know what I mean? I'm talking like middle school, junior high school. He got the fresh shirt on. Yo, that was a fresh song. He got the fresh rims. When I say stay fresh, I mean stay fresh. Yeah, all of that too. But I mean stay fresh. Don't grow rotten. Don't deteriorate. Stay on top of your game. Stay on your square. Shout out to my man Rose. Stay consistent. Shout out to my man 1034. Stay with the word. Shout out to my man Rider 71. Stay fresh. Nothing less than that. Nothing less. I'm not talking about your clothes. I'm talking about your character. Stay fresh. I appreciate everybody in here. Because if you're not here to hear what I'm saying, but you hear what I'm saying, maybe you'll be like me when my father told me something and I understood it 5 years later. That still works. That still works. Choice is crazy. He's on one. I am not an authority. I am not an authority. All I know is nothing. I know nothing. Nothing at all. I can only speak from my heart. It starts out as a thought first. And before it leaves my mouth, it goes down first. It goes down to the heart first. Twirls around in there for a little while. You know, like the juicer. The juicer separates the compost, takes out the nutrients, then goes back up to the mind. Bam! Like I said, shout out to the people that show up to every live feed and speak to me, participate with me. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know what it is. It's Choice Mass. Be cool. Stay fresh. Put God first. Be limitless. Stay limitless.